welcome to London.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
I'm so happy you're here. You just flew in.
Just got
a
it.
17-hour flight from Seoul, South Korea.
Wish to be looking okay.
I think you look amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
I love your shoes. I don't know if they can see in the camera, but we got those epic boots going on right now. So tell me a bit about why'd you come to London?
I came to, of course, for NFT.London and then
Yes,
spending
me
time
too.
with you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, and then getting a lot of insight, meeting creative people, from all over the world, who are very much, interested in like this Web3, NFT, or relevant scene. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm actually very excited to see everybody.
Right. Well, you and I are participating in Philippine Blockchain Week
Yes.
in Manila, November 28th through December 4th.
Yes.
Can you tell me and the community that is watching this potentially,
Oh, yeah.
can you tell me a bit about the event? What can we expect for Philippine Blockchain Week? It's the same time as Art Basel, and probably there's
Right.
another dozen other Web3, NFT, metaverse events going on around the world at the same time. But we're all collaborating together, and this is a chance for Asia to kind of come together, right? From what I understand, the network I've talked to, I have friends from Singapore and China and Hong Kong and South Korea, all over Asia coming to Manila for this very large gathering. So tell me a bit about the event.
Yeah, I mean, it's actually really like a meaningful moment for Southeast Asia, which
Yeah.
might be a little different from like a Northeast Asia, such as Korea, Japan, and China. Because, Singapore has been leading, like a lot of different scene, as a region, maybe offices, but Philippines is like the very first blockchain week, happening in Philippines, and then we try to attract, like a whole over the world, who maybe have been interested in the Philippine, like Southeast Asian market actually. Yeah, and then it's just not about like a blockchain, but about like a Web3 scene, which we can be the bridge between Web2 and Web3, and then like whatever companies or businesses or startups and VCs, which are very much into being engaged with like the audiences or like a different businesses, like happening in Southeast Asia.
Right.
We can open the world actually. We can open the window, and then we can help them, to maybe be the soft landing,
Right.
Like for the market.
Yes.
So we don't want to actually limit, this Web3 or blockchain, but maybe we can give a new chance, for them to get to know about Asia. So
Yes.
even if you are not really interested in those kind of part of the world, it can be really good chance, to get to know this part of Asia, which can be actually related to Web3 scene as well. So
Right.
it'll be fun, yeah.
That is fun.
So I want to invite, actually everybody, like who maybe have never been in Philippines or ever been in Philippines before. It's gonna be like a new meaningful memory for you guys.
I love that. Tell me a bit about the scene in Seoul. You did a Seoul meetup for NFTs after NFT.NYC. I believe that Jay brought like 300 people from Seoul to NFT.NYC.
NFT.NYC, there are more than 400
400,
people.
that's incredible.
That was incredible.
The flights, the hotels, the tickets,
Right.
it's a massive investment for
massive.
all of those people
And
to
then
come
actually,
together.
the ticket fare, it was even more expensive than normal. I was really surprised.
Right.
And then the more surprising stuff was like that every single person from Seoul to New York, for an NFT.NYC,
Yeah.
they are like so open, like,
Right.
like-minded people,
Yes.
like very international. And then I just like got even more interested in, like those Web3 scene, once I met those people.
Right.
Because if these kind of people are like in the scene, yeah, and then, yeah, the future will be really bright,
Right.
like, yeah, we can actually like attract way more people, with those people together, as a team.
Yes.
Yeah, and then of course, those people will be very supportive, for NFT Seoul as well, because
Right.
those like NFT, like relevant, like-minded people in Seoul are like very much aligned, and then we are close to so many Web3 projects, like happening in Seoul, related
Right.
to, of course, global, yeah. So, and then like a blockchain week perspective, like we've been having 5 times of blockchain week in Korea.
Yes.
Yeah, so those Web3 scenes are actually pretty much advanced, and then I think Seoul is like a pretty interesting, like attractive city, for
Right.
people like who've
Right.
never been in Asia or even ever. I mean, there are a lot of people, like who actually want to visit Seoul.
Right.
So we can give the reason for them.
I love that.
Yeah.
So Cheska is one of the main organizers
Yes.
of Philippine Blockchain Week.
Yeah, Jessica, Donald, Oscar. Yeah.
And she is a pilot, which is a really big deal for anybody to be a pilot.
Right. Yeah, she's an
there.
amazing girl.
She's amazing. She launched an incredible NFT project herself. Tell me a bit about her and the leadership that's taking care of PBW.
Yeah, Jessica is like the woman, the part of the woman leadership, out of like our local team. And then she used to be a flight attendant and then became a pilot again, because I think she's kind of like building her own like life and future and everything, like as a very independent woman.
Yeah.
And then I think her NFT output is kind of like picturing herself, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's her, and then like her maybe the life agenda or life goals or something like she wants to share with the people, like with her artwork. So yeah, actually through the Philippines Blockchain Week, like you can get to know more about the substance woman,
Right.
yeah, her artwork, and then yeah, maybe we are gonna have like actually more chances, even myself, because like I have to learn more about that, from Jessica.
Right.
Yeah, but I'm learning a lot from her as well, like while preparing like every single steps for the Philippines Blockchain Week. And then also it's a good chance for me, to get to know Philippines as well.
Right. Well, it's going to be great to have you. And maybe you could share about Jay for a moment. So Jay is a partner with me in IP3. He's the one that introduced me to you, introduced me to PBW.
Right.
And Jay's the one that brought 400 of his friends from South Korea to come join us at NFT.NYC.
Yeah, they all went together.
Tell me a bit about Jay.
We've been friends, like almost 10 years. Yeah,
Wow.
We met in Shanghai through CEIBS, China, Europe International Business School. Yeah, maybe some of you guys, like have heard about that. Like it's, it's like a JV between EU and Chinese government. So we did study. Of course, like with a big interest in China as well.
Yes.
So and then, like we learn a lot about like APAC, and then like focusing on China. Of course, beyond China as well. So it was really good chance for us. Like learning about the bigger world,
Yes.
like by being in Shanghai. Yeah. So and since that moment, like we built a lot of like a really good friendship. And then since like a year ago, Jay's the person, like who opened my kind of like new world, for
Yes.
Web3 as well.
Amazing.
So, yeah, because like he built like a lot of NFTs and then kind of like attract me, to that scene as well.
Amazing.
Yeah, and then like I of course like lost a lot of money as well, but like
Yes.
I gotta learn. Like it's a bear market for everybody. But
Right.
actually, I'm having so much fun. And then my company, Hyped Collective, like we are co-founders. Yeah, so
Right.
we invested together, and then like building a lot of things together as well. So. Yeah, so it's like really insightful and an amazing friend of mine. And then of course, like he's gonna help the NFT.NYC soul as well a lot.
Of course, of course. Well, I'm so glad to have you. You must be tired. A 17-hour flight. I must let you get to. It's getting dark outside. It's an excuse to go and rest.
Yeah,
It's
well,
like
we have to party
it's
tonight
like
as
Mother
well.
Nature is inviting you to rest now.
Yeah, maybe my room is getting ready.
Your room is ready. Your
Yeah,
room is ready.
already.
Well, it's fun to sit down. I look forward to spending the next couple of days with you, being with you in Manila, and really coming to serve the southeast region of Asia so that they can also have an opportunity to understand all the things that we're doing here in Europe and in America, and the things that many of your
Different
friends
part
have
of
learned.
Asia.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
because
right.
I'm from Asia, but like Asia is so big.
It is so
Yeah,
big.
actually, size of China is like a size of Europe.
Right,
Meaning
right.
that like Asia is the biggest continent, like in the
Yes.
world, and then Southeast Asia is still very different from Northeast Asia, where I'm from.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like a really like exciting moment for me,
Yes.
yeah, to get to know like a different part of the world, like even if we are like in the same continent, and then this Web3 scene is like amazing, like it's borderless.
Yes.
At the same time, like it just like open everybody's world, like
Yeah.
to be engaged with each other, even more than before. So yeah, it's easy to be friends with everybody, right?
Right.
Like with the same agenda.
I love that. Well, until next time. And I'll be back again with another one of these
Wow, yeah.
conversations very soon. Have a happy day.